Hey everybody, as Sophie and I settle in more here in Portugal, we're discovering that there are a lot of amazing events happening throughout the month of August. Today we're in the very northern region of Portugal in a city called Viana do Castelo, and we're here because they're celebrating one of the country's largest religious festivals. This festival is called the Festival of Our Lady in Sorrow, or in Portuguese, a Festa da Nossa Senhora da Agonia, and it dates back to the 1700s when fishermen would pray to the saint in order to have a safe trip at sea with calm waters, which makes sense given that Viana do Castelo is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. Now, every year in the month of August, around the 20th, there are 3 days celebrating this saint. These festivities include music, people dressed in traditional clothes of the northern region of Portugal, fireworks, a religious procession, loud drums, parades, food, and so much more. We spent the whole day in Viana, and Sophie experienced a lot of things both of us have never seen before, and I want to show you guys everything that we did because it was so cool, and I would definitely recommend coming to check out these festivities if you're ever in the north of Portugal towards the end of August. Sophie, what is that gonna be? As we were making our way towards a cafe to have some brunch, we came across a group of people playing the drums in the morning, and you can tell that Sophie was a little hesitant to continue walking forward, and she seemed a little uncertain with this new sound that she's never heard before. But if she thinks these drums are loud, she's going to have to wait until later tonight because those ones really make your heart race. But don't worry, I came prepared with treats, and I know those drums aren't going to bother her no matter how loud they may be. So today is Saturday. We are here in Viana do Castelo. These festas here are massive. There's tons of people. Sophie's looking super cute. I got her a new bow tie. Look at that. So we're gonna go see what there is. We're gonna have something to eat and yeah, enjoy the festas. After a yummy brunch, it was time to set off and explore the city. Viana has a central area that locals call the Avenida, which is like the downtown city center area. And flowing from this center are many small roads packed with shops and restaurants that were all decorated for the festival. And one thing that really stood out for me throughout the whole day was the lenços of Viana. And these are colorful scarves that come in a variety of colors, and you can spot them literally everywhere, hanging from people's balconies. Many people were wearing them just to celebrate the festivities, and they're actually part of the traditional folklore here in the north. So while we were doing some sightseeing and of course some shopping, I had to get a lenço for myself to celebrate the day. Now I just had to find one for Sophie and just wait to see what we found. Now let me show you guys something that is absolutely amazing that they do here in Viana. Lining many of these small streets in Viana are these absolutely stunning pathways that people make out of salt. And I'm going to show you guys a bunch of the ones that we encountered throughout our day in Viana, and they are absolutely amazing. The way that they make these pictures out of salt, and it's no wonder that people purposely come here to visit just to look at these pathways that they make because they are absolutely stunning. Next up, we walked up to the church of the Nossa Senhora da Agonia, and if you can tell, there's a lot of people gathered outside of the church because they will actually be having a mass outside, and they're going to follow this mass after with a procession where they'll take the saint and they'll have a procession with her. Everyone will follow up behind. This procession will end down by the river right beside the Atlantic Ocean, and they'll set the saint off on a boat and set her off into the waters. This is a very big procession. A lot of people travel very far just to watch this procession, and they've been waiting here for a few hours just to make sure that they have the best spot to see the arrival of the saint by the water. Now let me show you guys a few more of our salt pathways that we encountered. They are absolutely stunning, just how much detail was put into them.
This is so cool.
After a very busy morning of sightseeing and doing lots of walking, it was time to take a break and grab a quick lunch and some sweet treats. Portugal has so many different sweets to try from. I think I have to do a whole video just showing you guys Sophie trying all of them because they're so good and she will literally eat all of them. I forgot Sophie's water bowl. I have a collapsible water bowl for Sophie, and I literally take that thing everywhere, and today was the first time that I forgot it in the car and I felt so bad. So we had to improvise, and here Sophie is trying to drink out of a very thin and tall plastic cup, but she makes it work. She's such an adaptable puppy, but I honestly felt so bad for forgetting her water bowl, but at least she was well refreshed. This is a true Portuguese at a festa meal. We got cold verde, sangria, beer, beef in a bun, sausage in a bun, and and Sophie very excited to eat something. After lunch, I had to show Sophie what they called capsulos, which are basically these really tall figures that look like people. And there's a couple here in display in the very center of the city. Sophie has to let everyone know that she's here. Right, Sophie? Yeah. And there's also some that make up part of the parade. And while we were taking an ice cream break, there was a couple that actually passed by right behind us while we were sitting down and eating our ice cream. And I thought Sophie was going to have a reaction to these really tall people, but nope, she was not bothered by it whatsoever and just wanted to take a nap instead. So go figure. After our ice cream break, I had to do a little bit more shopping because I still hadn't found something for Sophie that had this traditional pattern from the lincelos de Viana. This pattern is literally used on everything here during this festival, from scrunchies and headbands to purses and clothes. You can literally find it everywhere, so I could only assume that they would have something for dogs as well. And it was actually my mom that spotted something, and she had the great idea that we could use it with Sophie, and look how absolutely adorable Sophie looks with her own little piece of Viana on her. Sophie is completely exhausted. We've been here for almost the whole day. It's about 6:30. Look how tired she is.
It is, yeah. So they're closed. What did they have say that they open soon? Oh, open soon at 7. Oh.
For dinner, we decided on going and having some sushi. I absolutely love eating sushi, but I've never tried an all-you-can-eat buffet. And let me tell you, not only did this restaurant have an absolutely amazing view looking over the whole city, along with the mountains behind and the beautiful church of Santa Lucia at the back, but also all-you-can-eat sushi. You can't go wrong with that. Look how delicious it looked. And Sophie was, of course, nearby. They allowed us to bring her on the patio with us. And she took a nap while we ate, and look at that little smush face while she's lying down in the fake grass. She is so tired, but I just can't help but take pictures of her no matter what she's doing. I mean, look how cute that smush face is. She's so cute. Oh, what a big stretch. What a big stretch for a little girl. As night settled in and the city got a little bit colder with the ocean air coming in, we decided on heading down into the city center again because there was going to be a parade of drums where all different kinds of clubs put on a display of their drumming skills. These drums are so loud, and Sophie has never heard this noise before, and I had to comfort her a lot, but she actually did really well, even given the fact that they were so loud. And it was so much fun watching everyone enjoy this parade and watching Sophie enjoy it too. But I think she was happy once it was finally over. Just after 10 o'clock, there was a musical guest performance, so we stopped to watch that for a little bit. And then after, we had to race to the other side of the city so we could catch the amazing firework display. Walking to go catch the fireworks. There's already a couple starting. and Sophie's not a fan of them, so we're gonna see if we can stay a little bit further away from them. It is freezing cold, and I did not come prepared for this weather, but at least I have Sophie keeping me warm. I love a good fireworks show, but of course I have a puppy, so I have to be a little bit careful because of Sophie, so I wanted to make sure we found a good spot that had a good view, but that we were a little bit further away so Sophie wouldn't be hearing the direct noise of the fireworks. But I actually didn't have to worry too much because when we were watching the show, she didn't seem all that worried by them, which meant I was so happy that we got to watch the firework display together. Sophie and I had an absolutely fantastic day in Viana do Castelo, celebrating the Festas of the Nossa Senhora da Agonia, and I would highly recommend anyone who is planning on traveling to the north of Portugal in August to come check out this amazing festival. There's tons of things to do for everybody, and it's also very pet friendly if you want to bring your puppy just like I did. We really hope you enjoyed our video, and please leave us a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more. Let me know what you thought about Sophie's new little additional lintel. I thought she looked absolutely adorable in it, and we'll see you again next time. Bye guys!